Good evening, my fellow Ambazonians. Una good evening for all una. Good evening for all our big papa them and our big mommy them. Good evening for all our uncle them and our auntie them. Good evening for all our big brother them and our big sister them. Good evening for our neighbor them. Good evening for all Ambazonian picking them. Good evening for all our people the way they be scattered all across the globe. All our people them for that side for ground one. Una good evening for all una. All our people they did for ground two and all across the other place them for Central Africa, for West Africa.
Good evening, my fellow.
Even the one the way they did for that side safe, where they try for cross, for find their way, for enter for Europe, for that side for Europe, Salurona. Even the one the way they did for that side for Libya, they try for find way for find canoe, for enter. We also Salurona. Even what people then where they don't cross, they don't reach for that side for South America, they find their way for the forest them, for that side for Guatemala. So they made a find way for reach for Mexico. And then they find way for find conshot, where they will take them for reach for America. We salute them for una waka too, for all man. For all our people the way they did for that side for Cuba, or the one the way they did for that side for country them for Caribbeans. We so salute for all una. For all our people they did for that side where they did hustle for Dubai and for the Middle East, we salute all Ambazonia them. Then the one the way they did for that side for Hong Kong for play with Capo Daniel Day, and then the one the way they did for that side for China, for Japan, for Singapore, for Malaysia, even our brother them and sister the way they did for that side for Australia with their own English, na funny English. We so salute una for that side for Australia. And then the one the way they did for New Zealand, we cut una cafe or people them for New Zealand, we salute all una. Then we come for this side for North America, for all Ambazonia, the way they did for that side for the United States of America, and then the one the way they did for Canada, we salute una. Una good afternoon for una, and then some people then where they did for other time zone them. Now still morning for them for this side for Canada too. So una good morning for that side. All right. So I salute all our people then for Toronto and for Washington DC. We cut una cafe. One can salute all man today. My people today. So I don't come now for can't give una a very big good news. We don't come out for the leader in office. Before we go for the make I take the time. We know say as we dey for ACN TV. We also get people the way they watch we for Facebook. So we will salute our friends and what they did for the ACN Facebook page. Make we salute the one the way they did for ACN Facebook page. And then we see Comrade Emmanuel Aziz, we salute you. We see Comrade Palm Down, we cut you cafe. Mami Pamela, we salute you fine Nyanga woman. We salute you. Comrade E.T. Henry, we salute you. All right, Comrade Roger, we salute you, my man. Comrade Wanji, we salute you, Mr. Mekoff. Now, welcome for all man. Welcome for all man. We don't join we. Today's story, it go over fine, and when I had go over sweet. Make we start with the good news. We don't come out for that side for London, for Queen Elizabeth, a country. My fellow Ambazonians, today so, when at the first day for the month, make a wish for people them. Happy New Month at the talk. We woke up this morning time, plenty of people that they send me say Happy New Month, Happy New Month. Happy New Month for all Ambazonia them. Make we start with the good news. Today so, the leader for our war of independence, it don't get very big meeting. Now one of the biggest meeting we don't take place for Ambazonian War of Independence. One of the biggest diplomatic meeting. It take place today for inside London, where the leader he get meeting with some of the top leaders them for the international system. Some of the big people them when they make decision about the diplomacy which they happen for the world. They get very big meeting today. The people then we get the meeting with them because they design this thing where they call and say they not fit talk the kind meeting. So they design non-disclosure agreement. So as a result, all the people the way they get the meeting, they go leave them for now, may be classified for the Ambazonian people, then may be classified until the time reach where they will can show now the pictures, they show now the video, and now the hear from those people themselves. Which it concern Ambazonians, now say, now the first time this for the Ambazonian people, their history, where would he get that kind diplomatic meeting for that kind level, where it involve plenty big people them, where they come out, can meet up, they invite the leader for London, some come out for different country them, all them can join, get the biggest meeting today. So in terms of diplomacy, Ambazonians would need to understand, say they say, what did the leader be tell the Ambazonian people? Say as a people, the matter, it don't change from, let's say, na Cameroon, it get control for the matter, let's say, na the international system get control for the matter. So today, na the first time this, for meet up, for start for see how the kind negotiation where it go to take place, the kind big talk them where it go to happen between Cameroon and Ambazonia. And all these people, they don't cash it on for really listen for the leader and for hear his own position directly, the Ambazonian position. Make we live on for day, and they talk that for today, in the coming days, in the coming weeks, the world authorities themselves, they go to announce these things on behalf of the world, on behalf of the Ambazonian people. For now, the leader don't brief all we don't just we get big meeting, and where the leader don't brief all man, for tell we what he they talk for all those places. So na very big day this for the Ambazonian people them. Na very big day this for a war of independence. Na very happy day for our people them. Say Jama no day again. All the kind corny where they be taken for full our people them for 1961. That kind corny no go day again. Because now we get a leader where he understand the international system and a strategy. We don't tell the Ambazonian people say now I go walk. Now I walk now and I lead the Ambazonian people them. So make we get the confidence. So with the leadership of Governing Council of Ambazonia, we don't stand. He say no go blink, and he say no go compromise with la Republique du Cameroun. The Ambazonian people get the confidence of Dr. Ebacho and the leadership of Governing Council of Ambazonia. Said they will deliver independence to the Ambazonian people. Said they will deliver a credible negotiation between Cameroon and Ambazonia. And that negotiation, not been a negotiation for about, what happen. No. Now negotiation about when Cameroon it leave Ambazonia. So this one now, it bring me for very important talk where our brother, whether they call it say Barrister ASU Emmanuel. Barrister ASU Emmanuel, he don't move some talk yesterday. He moved talk yesterday with the Putam, the sender for audio. And I talk say, okay, Barrister ASU Emmanuel, you don't talk better talk. And Barrister ASU Emmanuel don't always talk better talk. For stand for defend the Ambazonian people, their rights. For stand for talk the correct thing about Ambazonia and Cameroon. And for stand for tell Cameroon, say Cameroon are liars. Say the country of Cameroon be full of liars, manipulators and propagandists. Make una hear for Barrister ASU Emmanuel Sesef, and then I go can do the analysis. Then I go conclude them with the kind of things and way that it happen for a war of independence. Make una listen for Barrister ASU Emmanuel. Make we bring back this speaker.
Power off.
Give me a moment here. Make I bring back the speaker for now.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
You might want to talk or comment regarding his opinion.
Thank you. Listening to Mr. Fonchan,
You're recording now? Yeah.
I was really taken aback because there were several things that he said that really make one to wonder whether he's from this land. Now, the first thing is when we talk about a ceasefire simply means stop the fighting. In very simple language, stop the fighting. I asked the question earlier, why the fighting? To arrive at the reason why you need a ceasefire. Let us look at the reason why there is fighting. On the side of people who are in the...
This one, na talk will come out for Barrister ASU Emmanuel Imok. when they be invitee for one of these, they talk them for one of their TV station for that side for La Republique du Cameroun with some other people there, La Republique do already pay them. With one way they call it say in Sofoncha. When I know you, now it be in Sofoncha, will be the person who talks and I be commander in chief for the ASU. When I remember, we go take your own $40,000 for La Republique du Cameroun, abandon the struggle, and then join Pobia. When I remember, so they be invite in Sofoncha with a couple of other people, and then they invite Barrister ASU Emmanuel for this panel discussion. So Sofoncha be the talk something will be very nonsensical. Now we Barrister ASU Emmanuel tell you say, see my brother, look out them up. When we can't shit on for here, instead for we for talk through, when they can't make all this kind jama talk, we not get start, not get finish, and when I not even know, now we Barrister ASU Emmanuel say make it set the record straight. Now the record this way Barrister ASU Emmanuel, it talk straight. When I hear
two versions. One, there are some who say they are fighting for self-determination. Then the other second part said they are fighting to restore the state of Southern Cameroon. On the other side of the government, they say Cameroon is one and indivisible and nobody.
For year, Barrister ASU Emmanuel, he try for talk say they say for ground zero. He said that two groups of fighters now they don't be for ground zero. He said the other some fighters they way Ambazonian fighters they way that they fight now for self-determination of Ambazonia. And then the other one, Barrister ASU Emmanuel talks say the other one they talk say that they fight now for restoration of Ambazonia. And then he talks say for the side for La Republique du Cameroun, La Republique du Cameroun they fight now for keep Ambazonia other occupation for talking I get Ambazonia. No, but I think say Mr. Barrister ASU Emmanuel. The one the way he talks say that they fight for the restoration of Southern Cameroons or Ambazonia. And the one the way that they fight for self-determination of Ambazonia. All the fighters for ground zero, they fight now for one thing. They fight now for end the occupation, now for end Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. Whether they call themselves say restoration forces, or the other one they call themselves say self-defense forces, all man they fight now one fight. Not been a two fight we get them from Ambazonia. Not been a two set of fighters we get them from Ambazonia. All fighters, they stand up now for fight for defend Ambazonia. They stand now for fight for make sure say they end Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. Now the reason that way why people they woke up for fight. Then some they need to fight now say for some self-determination. They need to fight now for all man they fight now one fight. And the fucking I don't talk that French again, man leave on because we are beginning to watch. That one be being a French. All our fighters, they fight now for one thing. End Cameroon occupation. Whether they call themselves restoration forces, now their name. Now the name where they choose them. Like the other group, they get different name them. You get the one where they call and say British Southern Cameroon Resistance Forces. Now name, restoration forces. Now a name for the group them, for the fighters. For one thing, for be clear, all fighters for ground zero, every single Ambazonian fighter, they fight now for one thing, end Cameroon occupation, and for make sure say the Ambazonian people they get the freedom where they deserve. Now the first thing that I want to clarify.
Sin to take up arms against the state, so they have to maintain the authority of the state and make sure that everybody is brought under the control of their own. So those are the two reasons. The two sides on the table. As I was saying earlier, if you look at the side of the people who are in the bushes, those who say they are fighting for self-determination seem to have missed the coach because Southern Cameroon is not looking for self-determination. Southern Cameroon attained independence in 1961, and this was recognized in Article 2 of Resolution 1608 of the UN General Assembly. It is clear.
My fellow Ambazonians, waiting Barrister ASU Emmanuel they talk, it be very, very important. And now the reason this will bring this audio. Waiting the talk be very important for our people then. It be very important for all man. And we appreciate And we honor Barrister Ashu Emmanuel for which he talk. We honor you for the level of truth where he stand for that kangaroo country and for speak on behalf of the Amazonian people. Then. We honor you for that, for make this argument eloquently and forcefully for defend the Amazonian people their interest. We honor you.
It's a state that has obtained internationally recognized independence. So we are no longer seeking self-determination. Now, those who are talking about restoring the statehood of Southern Cameroon have a point, because after 1961, the 30th of September 1961, as a prelude to the independence of the 1st of October, President Amacho Ejo marched his troops into Southern Cameroon.
When I remember, the leader of our war of independence, Dr. Ibacho, since 2017, he start for tell the Amazonian people. He start for tell Hello. Yeah, we know the technical team they work on it. Thank you very much. All right, thank you. Do you want me to terminate it so we start afresh, please? Yeah, yeah, yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, I'm gonna stay on the phone with you.
Je suis le leader de la troisième génération, ah ouais. Amba Boy, c'est moi. Pardon, libère-nous, oh, pardon, libère-nous, oh, pardon, libère-nous, oh, pardon.
Hello. Okay. All right. All right. We hope everyone can hear me now clearly. We apologize for the technical error. We have a great.
Je suis le leader de la troisième génération.
Power off.
We have a great technical team. They were able to restore the volume for us. Thank you very much for your patience. We apologize for the inconvenience. Let's continue where we left off.
Power on. Bluetooth pairing. Bluetooth connected.
Seem to have missed the coach because Southern Cameroon is not looking for self-determination. Southern Cameroon attained independence in 1961, and this was recognized in Article 2 of Resolution 1608 of the UN General Assembly. It is clean and clear. It's a state that has obtained internationally recognized independence. So we are no longer seeking self-determination. Now,
All right. Very important point where Barrister Ashweman they don't make up. Why were people the pick guns? I see the talker. The Ambazonian people, they acquired their independence for 1961. They acquired their independence. So some person of it can talk, say they say, you know, La Republique, this claim where Cameroon the make am. Now we Barrister Ashweman will ask him. He say, how it be say La Republique do Cameroun where they get their own independence for 1960, for 1st of January 1960. Ambazonia no be there. They not be getting anything for do with Ambazonia. How they go can claim say Ambazonia are part of their country? He say no worker for head. And the only reason why they make that claim now because they get their army of occupation. As Papa Weber, he be talking. Now because they match their army, they can put up for our towns, for our cities, for our villages, for our communities. And they use gun for shut up our papa them. Shut up our mommy them. No man of it talk. And the only reason that they claim say Cameroon are part of their country. Now military occupation. That's why the governing council of Ambazonia, the leadership of governing council of Ambazonia, it don't make this argument for the Ambazonian people. Say for change the future of the Ambazonian people and forget La Republique to come out. We must build that army. We must build the army for defend the land. We don't need for beg for our own country when our country. We don't need for beg some person. We don't need for negotiate with some person. Now our country. We must build that army. Dr. Eba make this argument for the Ambazonian people for the late part of 2016. And he continue for hammer the message for 2017. The Vice President of Governing Council of Ambazonia, Dr. Julius Nye, he tell the Ambazonian people, the big man for Ambazonia Defense Forces, he tell the Ambazonian people, saying that the way this to go. Our brother, the Deputy Defense Chief for Ambazonia Defense Forces, Ogashe Kavi, he can't sing out for the Ambazonian people then. Even our big brother, Dr. Akwanga, he sing am. He saying that the way this to go. So Barrister Ashweman will be correct. Say the only reason Cameroon the lay claim for Ambazonia now because he match an army, can't put them for a territory. And that army that they still use them. Since then, they don't try to change the history, cook all kind of things, turn all kind of things up and down. Then the moment they can discover the wealth of Ambazonia, oh, the matter change.
also are talking about restoring the statehood of Southern Cameroon. Have a point. Because after 1961, the 30th of September 1961, as a prelude to the independence of the 1st of October, President Amacho Ejo marched his troops into Southern Cameroon. And since then, these troops have stayed in Southern Cameroon. Now, I was taking inference from the new bill. It's a bill in Parliament. Maybe Mr. Poncham is not yet aware of it. There is a bill in Parliament that has been tabled, and that is going to be debated on the what do they call? They call it the.
Wait see Barrister Ashweman they talk for here. La Republique du Cameroun want move for the next step of the occupation. They want move now for the next step for formalizing Because before, for all their constitution then, because of the two countries are different, they never ever define a citizen. Because according to them, a citizen, a person will be born for Cameroun. And Ambazonia not be included. Now, with what they try for doing, what they call and say special status. Now the one can formalize and finally take Ambazonia. Make them now. What do they want to do? When I hear them, we explain them.
Something. That bill touches nationality. And in the section 140, they have defined the nationality. With your permission, sir. A person shall be considered Cameroonian who, on the 1st of January 1960, in the territory of the state of Cameroon under United Nations trusteeship exercised until guardianship by France, had the status of indigene of that state, and who on the 1st of October in the territory of Southern Cameroons under United Nations trusteeship exercised until guardianship by Great Britain, had the status of an indigene of that state.
Now the next level of manipulation this. Now the next level of conidis where Cameroon want take them for assimilate, for conquer, for take the people of Ambazonia, absorb them. Now the next level this. Now the next level of the fraud this. Now the next level of daylight scamming this. Now the next level of daylight 419. Cameroon want 419 their constitution. They want to create a fraud and make it become law for their constitution. Talk say, who be a Cameroonian? A Cameroonian, according to them, now any person with a born for that place will be there under France when it gained independence for the 1st of January 1960, which they call and say La Republique du Cameroun. Any person will be born within that country will gain independence from France for 1st of January 1960. An indigene, the person will be considered as a Cameroonian. Number 2, any person will be born for the former British Trust Territory of Southern Cameroon for 1961, for October 1, 1961. That person, it fall under the category where they classify say a Cameroonian. This one, now legal fraud, now a scam, now a manipulation. Now so they want take them, change their books them, for take Ambazonia and take Cameroon, join them together. They say, therefore you be a Cameroonian. Now they fraud that. Now they think this way, Barrister Ashweman, they try for talk, and now they think this way, they want take them. Now the new style this, as all things don't fail, they go pass that their bill for them, their parliament, and then now they will talk, say, now the law that, they go take that big book now, they go start for food the international community, say Ambazonia and Cameroon are one. That's why we need guns. Okay? That's why we need guns. That's why these things are not that thing will go, she don't begin to argue with these people then. There is nothing to argue about between Ambazonia and Cameroon. There is nothing. That's why we need guns. That's why the leadership of Governing Council of Ambazonia, it don't be right from day one. That's why their strategy don't work till this moment. And we thank Barrister Ashu Emmanuel for bringing up these points and for giving the Ambazonian people them this kind better understanding. And for shame, the devils and the collaborators and the traitors like Nsofoncha, where they take $40,000 from La République du Cameroun for become the new traitors. Thank you, Barrister Emmanuel, for shaming these people.
Said, the government has been caught in its own trap. They have for a long time not wanted to hear that there is anything like Southern Cameroon. But here they are inside a bill that is in parliament talking about Southern Cameroons because they have to define the nationality of Cameroonians today. Okay, now that they have recognized that there is Southern Cameroons, let them tell us what happened to the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon after 1961. At what time did Southern Cameroonians hand over their sovereignty to
Unadiye? Now what happened for the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon? Where today Cameroon they can't acknowledge them. Say there is such a thing as Southern Cameroon. They acknowledge them for their constitution. For manifest their fraud. Now Barrister Emmanuel asks and say, now what happened for the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon? Of Ambazonia since 1961 to 2020. When for 2020, Cameroon, it go for back. Go at Southern Cameroon. Acknowledge its existence and its independence. What happened between 1961 and 2020? Now Barrister Emmanuel the asker. So Ambazonians, from a legal mind, this will not be new story. That story we don't hear them. But the time we get this discussion there, for the time and space and place where all we did, a new face for our people there. 60 years is a long time. For live and make a life continue for live. It's a long time. But the new generation don't come up now. Is there politics? Politics there? That's why Ambazonia they need for man up. That's why every mommy, every papa, every boy, every girl from Ambazonia, it need for rise up for defend homeland. There is nothing to talk about with Cameroon. There is nothing to negotiate about with Cameroon. How you go negotiate land when you are own? How you go negotiate a country when you are own? You didn't negotiate for Wuru and for Weti. They build an army. And that's why they did it. That's why we go for build an army. Kick their own army out in our country. No negotiation, no day. When they become take Ambazonia, the world be called for any negotiation. The world be called for any negotiation between Cameroon and Ambazonia. Made they negotiate why Cameroon did it. The world be called for negotiation. When they occupy Ambazonia since 1961, the world don't call me to negotiate. It takes a different generation. With a new level of confidence and self-belief. With a new level of identity and self-esteem. With a new level of worthiness. Say your life be so worthy. You have people that be worthy of a nation. They be worthy of life. They be worthy of freedom. Why would we go for beg some man? Why? They don't weaken our people them for all these years. So there were people that go to they talk about Ambazonia and Cameroon. Since 1960, 61. They don't brainwash all man, buy people them, give people them position, make people them chiefs, create parliamentarians, call someone the senators, and use these people them for lay their claim over Amazonia. They take 2% or 1% of the population. Less than 1% of the population. A few people. They make them ministers. They make them directors. Make them members of board of directors or companies. For parastatals or state corporation. Appoint some DOs. Appoint some governors. Appoint some mayors. Appoint some delegates. Make some chiefs. Make some ambassadors. They take these few people then. They lay claim over Amazonia.
Cameroon. At what time? Which is the act, the international instrument that handed over the sovereignty of Southern Cameroon to the Republic of Cameroon. There is nothing. There's no such thing. When we were young, they used to fool us that it was at Fumba that this thing happened. In Fumba today, we can authoritatively state nothing was signed in Fumba. Nothing was signed in Yaoundé that followed Fumba.
Now in this, the man the talker. May we take example. Even if Amazonia and la Republique du Cameroun, they be signed a union treaty. Just like the people for England, they signed a union treaty with the European Union. A union treaty not mean say Amazonia don't become part of la Republique du Cameroun. Amazonia never claim say Cameroun na part of Amazonia. Not only Cameroun they claim say Amazonia na part of Cameroun. Even if they be signed union treaty, not be the people of England that they be signed a union treaty with the European Union. Not be that. And when you sign that union treaty, you don't need the permission of the other people then for come up for the union. You go back because now the English Parliament it approved the union treaty. The people of England, they don't need permission from the European Union. They go back for their own parliament. They go talk, say, the parliament vote. Say, may they come up for the union. The people, they vote. The parliament sign up. Then they go tell the people for European Union, say, will they come up for European Union? And then they start to put the terms. We will accommodate. But they don't come out. They go only look how they go arrange things. For say they continue to get good relationships. Even when they're not there. So even if Amazonia be signed union treaty with la Republique of Cameroon, it not mean say Amazonia is a part of Cameroon. When England be signed union treaty with the European Union, England not become part of Europe completely, lost its own identity. The European Union now a relationship of nations. The union. It not dissolve the existence of the state of England. Not to talk of Amazonia and la Republique where they never signed the union treaty. Why they not sign them? Because they say, why we sign them? When we get an army of occupation. I don't make that point, they shut up.
Nothing has been signed. So that is the reason I am saying that. The war is needless and senseless because the government is not right to say that it has total legitimate authority to be there. They are not right. Those who are in the bushes are not right. Let us sit on the table.
First of all, he talks, they say, the government of la Republique du Cameroun, a presence for Amazonia. It be wrong. It never supposed to be there. say Ambazonia and Cameroun, they go for shidon for table. You say we don't talk, say they say Cameroun not get right for beef Ambazonia, and their presence for Ambazonia be illegal. So when he talk now, say they say the fighters and Cameroon government, the people that they want independence, the one that they ask say make Ambazonia restore independence, and Cameroon government, may they come together. You say, Barrister Emmanuel, you don't stand for contradict your own self. Come together, can't do it.
This is an unfinished business of the United Nations General Assembly. Articles 5. Let us go to 4 first of Resolution 1608. Second, the people of Southern Cameroon and Northern Cameroon having freely decided their political future. The trusteeship agreement between Britain, the administrative authority, and the United Nations will come to an end in the following manner. And that manner was described in resolution in Article 5. The administrative authority, which was Great Britain, the government of Southern Cameroon, look at that, the text, it says government of Southern Cameroon.
Unadia, the government of Southern Cameroons. The government of Southern Cameroons. A government exists. A people exist with a government. Their only mistake, they not build an army for protect the people, for protect that government.
Republic of Cameroon should, as a matter of urgency, come together and put up an agreement by which the parties are going to agree as to how to manage their living together. That has never been done until today. So we are saying that there must be a ceasefire, because when you look at all the surrounding circumstances, you cannot say that the Republic of Cameroon was right, is right to claim ownership of Southern Cameroon. They are not right. They don't have any instrument that gives them the right to the territory. The situation in the bush are not.
So, Barrister Emmanuel, make you follow your own logic. If Cameroon, you not get no legal instrument, Ambazonian people not be signed a treaty of union, Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia be illegal, then today you the talk say they say, may the cash she don't, may the two side cash she don't for table, discuss with it. Discuss with it. Discuss with it. Discuss treaty of union. What you wanna need for staff hotel Cameroon? Now first, make it denounce a claim over Ambazonia. Number 2, move their army of occupation and their terrorist governors for our land. We not tell them to get out. We not tell them to pack. There is nothing to sit on the table and discuss. Not thief people them. Not thieves. Pobia is a thief. Atanganji na thief man. Dion Gute, Okala Bilai, Lele L'Afrique, not thief people them. Not thieves. They don't can thief the land, occupy them by force. We not tell them to get out. There is nothing to discuss. We not stop for give Cameroon false hope. So since you don't talk, say this, make all man speak the truth. Make that truth, the complete truth, the total truth, the whole truth. Speak on Barrister Ashu. Speak on. Speak up.
They are looking for self-determination because this is a territory that already had independence. So now, where do we stand? We see Mr. Foncham saying he wants to Africanize Cameroon. And for that, all the 10 regions of Cameroon should come together and decide in the national conference. Mr. Foncham, were the 10 regions of Cameroon existing in 1961, do you have any legal basis to back that type of assertion?
That's right.
That the 10 regions of Cameroon they should decide on the future of Southern Cameroon, which is an independent state. Let me tell you, maybe you forget or you have not been privileged to come across the information. Southern Cameroon did not only have a territory. Before 1961, it was an independent province of the Federation of Nigeria. Before 1961. 1960, Southern Cameroon had a constitution that was voted in the British Parliament. Southern Cameroon Constitution, Order in Council 1960. Check it up. I have it if you want, I can give you a copy. They had a government, they had a people. What else do you want? And this territory the independence of this territory was recognized in the UN resolution. Now, you cannot tell me that we should not go back to the relics of colonialism by taking what the colonial people left to us. You forget that the Republic of Cameroon is a relic of colonialism. In 1960, France went back to the United States and said, "Look, I'm handing it back to you. Let them have their independence." So, Republic of Cameroon.
Wait till they talk here. Now the foolishness for the $40,000 where La Republique du Cameroun through the Prime Minister's office, they give in so foncha for buy he may not talk anything anymore about Amazonia and for talk about the oneness of Cameroon and how they solve this thing. All right. So that's why they paid them $40,000 and so foncha take home $40,000. The other one where they call it say how they call it, where they call itself say Gambe man. They call it say Nick Santos, Dr. Nick Santos. He also take home $40,000. They become traitors. They abandoned for talk about Amazonia. That moment, they chop La Republique du Cameroun, their soya, because now they how La Republique du Cameroun, they operate that. Right? They start twist talk. Now that they're talking about how they go for bring all the 10 regions together, and then at the 10 regions they go decide. When I hear. So now the clarification this way, Barrister ASU Emmanuel, it be detailed and so foncha. For that, their panel discussion. Say, when I stop this, una nonsense. How you go talk to me to bring all the other regions for Cameroon for can't discuss until we concern Amazonia and independent state? Because when they pay them that money, when they pay people them for like in so foncha that money, when they give them that small granite, when these people they sell their souls, young men, people who think say because they don't come for this part of the world, they go develop a sense of character and dignity. But because of langar, because of the laziness, lazy to work, they want quick money, they want fast money, they want blood money, young men, young women, they go sell their souls to the devil, what they call a sepobia, just for with complete disregard on the suffering and the poverty where La Republique du Cameroun don't inject them for people there. Ambazonians will not take note. Will not take note. All the for families and for ground will not take note. There will be accountability for all these people that twist their tongue. Accountability go there. Any man go pay. Accountability go there. When the time reach, every single person will take money for La Republique du Cameroun, including Chris Anu and Sako and all the rest of their cabal and all the activism where they take money for La Republique du Cameroun for cause chaos and engineer hatred and division and tribalism. and launch all kind of attacks on our leaders them. They join with the thief people them for intoxicate our revolution and sell Sisi Kwa Yoktabe for Pobia. For carry Sako and Chris Anu. Chuka for inside here so that they go get an opening for hijack Ambazonia War of Independence and then surrender Ambazonia for la Republique of Cameroun. Everybody will hold everybody accountable. The Ambazonia people go hold every single person accountable. Every one of them. Everyone. Not be the generation this. So that's why it be important say as we move forward all we. As we move forward. As the world, the world it call for a credible negotiation. This negotiation what the world call for. The leadership of Governing Council of Ambazonia. It don't make it be known to the international system, to the United Nations, to the African Union, to the Francophonies, to the Francophonie, to the Commonwealth, and all the big power players for the world. It don't make them no say. They say the independence, the freedom of Ambazonia, it be unconditional. And any negotiation will take place, na negotiation for Cameroon for sign a surrender agreement and define and the international system it give Cameroon timeline for completely pack out of Ambazonia. Now the only negotiation that it take place. No negotiation between for reconcile Ambazonia and Cameroon. No negotiation for say, okay, make we go back, go sign Treaty of Union. We don't need them. Now devils. Now terrorists. Now thieves. Now scavengers. Now bloodthirsty suckers. We don't need them. After 60 years, for the what you don't do for our people then, we don't need them. Cameroon will be very far. We go make that river Mongo. That Mongo river. We go widen them. We go make it become an ocean. For make Cameroon be far. These people don't need for come for a corner. We go take that the river Mongo, where Mongo Bridge. We make them, we widen them, we widen them. For push Cameroon and stay for that side. Make big water divide way between we and la Republique of Cameroon. We don't need these people. No matter what you need for do them. Whether not for make that place, make it become total sea, big ocean, so that Cameroon they far, Ambazonia they far. We don't need these people. Now thieves and scammers, they don't scam our people then. Cause pain, death, deprivation, and suffering on the Ambazonian people then. We don't need them. So any person will try for call for any talks between Cameroon and Ambazonia. No talks. May they get out. May they get out. We deserve a homeland on our own. We don't get right for being on our own. We don't get right for being on our own. We as a people, we deserve a country. Now our country. Not be like something we go for negotiate with some person. May they get out. And this one bring me for this very important point. Governing Council of Ambazonia. It tell the Ambazonian people, we need to build that army. We need for increase our defense capabilities for stabilize ground zero. We need to become powerful, like the leader talk today. The world need to respect desperate people. You don't care. The world respect power. The more powerful we become, And you need to build power by talk. Come up. You demonstrate power by your military might. American people not be foolish. Say since they be the people them where they don't build the biggest, most powerful army for the entire world. Because when then too they go, they be live under British occupation. When they finish, forget their country back. The most important thing they do is for build the most powerful army. And if I don't see the whole world, that army don't make the biggest difference. First World War, Second World War especially, don't play the biggest part. It changed how power be structured in the world today. We have to learn from the successes of other countries. That's why we encourage all Ambazonians to keep politics aside, embrace nationalism, and commit for the defense of homeland. There's no discussion about that. Maybe that's something we'll get for discuss with some person. Maybe that's something we'll get for beg some person. The defense of homeland, now the single most important priority for the survival of the Ambazonian people then. Now the single most important priority for we to emerge victorious. Now the single most important priority we go give with respect. The world not like beggars. The world not like weak people. It like powerful people. After the people of Rwanda, they go through the genocide. When Paul Kagame, he emerged, free the country. What he do? He built a powerful defense army. For make sure say that kind evil no go ever happen for the people them anymore. We must protect our people. We must protect our children. We must protect our girls, our young boys. We must protect our mommy them. We must protect our papa them. We must protect our land. We need for invest. Every Ambazonian need for commit. Need for commit. Need for make a commitment for homeland. Not naive, na a must for every single Ambazonian. This month of December, we need to raise a lot of money for the stabilization plan. Make a remind all now. The general that they work for make sure say La Republique to Cameroun, their regional election for lay new claims over Ambazonia and not take place. All the generals, the Central Command of Ambazonia Defense Forces, they be focused for arrest every single chief and fawn we show a head for outside for go participate for the colonial election. Every chief and every fawn we show a head for outside for say every councillor you put your head for outside say one go participate for a colonial election for legitimize Cameroon occupation of Ambazonia. On top the more than 20,000 Ambazonia they don't kill them. Not be 1961 this. We'll get a powerful defense force for ground. They will pick every single person. They don't send the intelligence operatives them all over the 13 states with specific instructions. Una one, una families. No man will sell Ambazonia anymore. I want to conclude for tell una say, because of the governing council of Ambazonia, it be so powerful. And it be the only stumbling block. It be the only thing where they stop Cameroon from taking back Ambazonia. They don't buy Sako, buy Chris Anu, buy the rest. Alright? All which they talk now are just mob for cause chaos and confusion for Ambazonia War of Independence. Cash Seko didn't have for prison. Now the governing council of Ambazonia don't stand, and the Ambazonia Defense Forces will be controlled by the governing council of Ambazonia. Be created and controlled by governing council of Ambazonia. Now them stand now in between Cameroon and Ambazonia. So the leadership of governing council of Ambazonia and all the people then where they work, where they volunteer for the leadership of governing council of Ambazonia, would they face a cyber threat? Would they face a communication threat? All the accounts, all the Facebook accounts for all the top people then for governing council of Ambazonia, including my own accounts. We one woke up for morning time, they don't clean everything for Facebook. More than 30 people, their accounts. Whether their business account, your company account, anything we get one names them, it don't be wiped out on Facebook. Last year, around this time, La Republique du Cameroun, it be pay Facebook $400,000. A team of Facebook people then, they be go to for the Prime Minister's office for La Republique du Cameroun, Facebook be reporter. They go get meeting for them. They launch a plan for stop we because we'll be very effective. Our communication and the communities them were influence, were strategies. They be very powerful, and they make La Republique don't collapse. Now La Republique, it don't get into a state of desperation. When we launch the stabilization plan, I tell the intelligence people for the governing council of Ambazonia and Ambazonia Defense Forces, I said this plan will don't launch them so. It go cause La Republique du Cameroun go shake. And it go cause their enablers, their collaborators of the Samuel Sako and Chris Anu, their chief agents, it go cause them go shake. Because the more we put guns and bullets on ground, the more we push La Republique out. So once we have launched this stabilization plan, that's why when I start to see all kind of things. Chris Anu go shout sote, a mob go big pass a mob from Boma. It go shout sote lips, they go big pass I don't even know what for Tokam. Like it go big pass mob for lips and for hippopotamus. It go shout, then it go crazy. How powerful will be, the more powerful the Ambazonian people become. The more we put materials on ground, the more the army they become stronger. The more ground zero becomes stronger. The more desperate Chris Anu and Sako and Paul Biya and La Republique they become. That's why when I see them, they go make all kind videos, make all kinds audio, call Dr. Iba all kind names. Not desperation, my people. Because Paul Biya don't put rope for their neck for deliver Ambazonia back for Cameroun. And the only way for do am, now for make sure say they try for cause chaos and confusion within governing council of Ambazonia. Because that's the only thing we keep this Ambazonia War of Independence together. Both on the ground and diplomatically. I get bad news for Paul Biya. And I get bad news for Chris Anu and Sako. You know if you defeat an intelligent people. You know if you defeat a creative mind. We get more than 10 ways to communicate. We'll be 10, 20, 40, 50, 60, 100 steps ahead of Paul Biya. We'll be to anticipate these things. It'll be part of our planning and our strategy. We'll be very proactive. We know the people that will deal with them. We know the demons and the devil and their level of desperation. We know. The Ambazonian people will teach Cameroon a lesson. We're not going to only kick them out of Ambazonia. We're going to make Cameroon become the poorest country on the face of the earth. Hungry we go there for that country. They go get the biggest economic crisis and they will get the biggest food crisis through our strategies. The earlier they pack out of Ambazonia, the better for Cameroon. Ambazonia be non-negotiable. So my people, at the places today, when I stay focused. Now an unblinking generation this. We need to blink. Now stay focused. Nothing will derail we. When I continue to mobilize, we call on every single community. Mobilize. Mobilize for defense stabilization. When I mobilize, create your WhatsApp group them. Put your 10, your 15, your 20 people there. When I mobilize. When I mobilize, when I start for create groups. When I move into our own communities and start for mobilize. The leader be open for visit with all Ambazonia community them. For mobilize all we, explain the strategy, answer una question, address una concerns, talk una how the post-independence Ambazonia will be. Discuss una how the transition authority will be. How long transition will take place? What will be the role of the transition authority? And how the country will be run as. How would it look the future of Ambazonia? What will be the Ambazonia Economic Manifesto? What is there for inside Ambazonia Code of Justice? All those things what people need for start to get a sense of certainty. So we encourage all the communities them, contribute to them, we give all money for diaspora here. We encourage all una. The leader would like to visit una for talk on a place where the work we do them diplomatically, which they put them for ground zero for all we here, make we continue for mobilize. We get one destiny, that destiny in Ambazonia. We get one hope, that hope in Ambazonia. All we will do for outside here, no matter how well we do, no matter how safe we be, our lives will not be complete. Most of our friends will grow up with them. They're back home. Most of our families will don't be cut off from the rest of our families, which with the experience of outside here, they deserve them. The stability and opportunity, better healthcare system, better hospitals, better roads, good quality water, consistent supply of electricity, and hope for a better life for every man, woman, Pekin, the ability for every person to get dreams, an environment where the person, if he live those dreams, the need for happiness, the need for joy, the need for people then for live long life. All those things will be possible within the framework of Ambazonia. All those things and all for generations to come, it be possible that when we make the necessary investment today. Because now the investment we will make today in the defense of homeland, now I go determine what it will become come January 1, 2021. Will be just 1 month away into the new year. How you want to see ground zero for new year? If you not like the kidnapping for ransom, the solution, na stabilization plan. You don't like how la Republique du Cameroun still drive for our streets, the solution, na the stabilization plan. You don't like they say Cameroon flag is still there for some places. And gendarme they still work for some places for Ambazonia. The solution and the stabilization plan. You know, like the extortion with these other small Atanganji forces and the small forces where they don't abandon them. You know, like some kind of small thing that they happen for ground zero. The solution and the stabilization plan for put a big force for ground zero.
Power off.
We go institute order, peace, and stability for our people then. A force we go give the Ambazonian people a sense of confidence and project Ambazonia into the world. So the people don't take their country back. Our office be available. Any place we do for the world. If we contact we, like one brother, he make a contribution last night. He used Bitcoin. He sent a commitment about $1,000-something through Bitcoin. So any place where you did for this world, if we always find a way for make sure say you make your commitment and it will reach and you will see the results. Also, every person we commit, you will receive a letter of appreciation and a receipt from the Central Treasury of Governing Council of Ambazonia. A lot of other people, their receipts that they be sent out now. All right. So all our people then for ground zero, and I want to also thank one of our brother for ground zero. We call a friend from America. He said, look, make contribution on my behalf, and I will pay your family that money for back home. And he go give a family that money, a friend make the contribution for you. So everything be possible. All right? Make we find ways, no matter place where you're there, no matter how much you get, make sure say, we take this 1 month, we make the biggest difference for secure homeland. When I get a good evening, may God bless all man. We'll be top on that tomorrow. I'll go create another account. We'll be unstoppable. We'll create another account. The leader will talk for Ambazonia the more on YouTube and other platforms. All right? For right now, may God bless all now. May God keep us safe again. When I get a blessed night and make una sleep fine. We know it's at 10 o'clock for Ambazonia. So when I get a good night for all Papa, Mommy, them, for all who are picking them, when I get a good night, and may God keep us safe. We love una plenty. Una stay blessed.
The East Timorese had to face the military might of the Indonesians. Again, blood had to be spilled before the United Nations came in. The Western Sahara is still going on. And again, the whole matter is still being playing up and down and so on.